Yo, I don't know how this sounds. Let me just check the levels. One mic is incredibly low. Both mics are low, so that wouldn't have been coming through. Listen. Took us a little while to get there, but I think everything's good now. How's it going? How you doing, Rochelle?
Yeah, just come back straight from work. Literally, I don't just like this on a regular basis, only for work. Obviously, Kavan's chilling. Look at him working from home.
Yeah.
What are you telling me?
Bro, I'm good, man. Listen, Eubank Ben got announced 2 nights ago.
Bang.
I was absolutely gassed, bro. Can't lie.
The poster's mad as well, innit?
Bro.
If you know, innit? About the poster, innit?
Real homage to the history.
Come on.
I love it, bro.
Imagine the guy who created it. Yo, I got a sick idea, bruv. Let me just use the old one, put new pictures.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia
sells, bro.
He got promotion after that one.
For the record, if anyone's watching this right now, you are locked into the SOFA Sense'S live on the akhi&saltfish digital network. My name is Kavan. This is Rochelle, and we're discussing Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. or Ben Eubank 3. It's worth noting as well.
Call it free? Nah.
Of course, it is Ben Eubank 3. What a special guest. N to the E. I'm not going to say our full name, but we've got a special guest here. It's also worth noting that we cannot hear ourselves, and I cannot see any comments. So, by all means, drop some comments in the comment section, and we'll check them after, and we'll get back to you later. But if you want to get in touch with us and ask a few questions, please do email akhi&saltfish@gmail.com. So, back to business, Rochelle.
Yeah,
where was you when the fight got announced?
I was just at yard, man. I think I was revising.
Okay.
Yeah, I was revising. I was at yard, and I was like, when I first saw it, you know what I did, innit? I sent it to Kavan. I was like, yo, Kavan, repost this now.
We got this.
Yeah, I was just seeing it flying about on Insta. I don't know who I saw it on. Probably Eddie Hearn.
Maybe.
I think I saw it on Eddie Hearn's Insta. I was like, nah, it actually happened because I heard all this gas talk. Like, oh, it's in the works. But, yeah, let's go.
Bro, we're here.
We tried to get tickets today as well.
That's another story for another a second. I was on my phone to my brother, shout out Andre, and I was scrolling through Twitter quickly, and it got announced. Now usually, innit, when I'm on the phone, I might be scrolling through something, but also I can hold it down if something happens. I was like, oh, it got announced. Because I think, bro, if you've been following the SOFA Sense'S live, or on our stories, anything like that, you know that we've been waiting for this fight for about 2 months. When there was whispers, remember after Chris Eubank Jr. beat Liam Williams,
that's when it started, innit?
There was whispers. Conor Benn tweeted something along the lines of, I fancy my chances at a catchweight. Then this fight became a possibility. They bumped into each other, I think, at the Sports Personality of the Year Awards. And again, it was whispers then. Over the last 2 months or so, Gareth A. Davis, he's gone on TalkSport and said, sources say that this fight is really, really close and it's been signed and it's going to be announced, and he got all the details correct, but it took a long time. And I remember on the 17th of July, I know this date because it was my niece's birthday, Conor Benn puts on his Instagram story about 5 p.m. announcement, 6 p.m. So these times they're all giving out the birthday cake and that, get out my face, I'm busy. It's about 5:57. I'm gassed now, innit? The fight's about to get announced. I'm ready to turn up and tweet and everything, right?
Did he drop new merch or something?
Bro, do you know what he dropped? You ready for this? He dropped Ben FTs.
Oh, allow it, man.
Bro, I was not interested. The most disappointing thing ever. Ben FTs. Do you think I care about Ben FTs, bro? When you're meant to be fighting Eubank Jr.? Anyway, the fight eventually got announced a couple of days ago.
I knew it was going to be NFT.
There was a lot of detail and hold-ups around the weight, bro. So, obviously, Eubank fights at 160. Conor Benn fights at 147.
He doesn't look like a 147, man.
Yeah, he does.
I think he looks. Well, actually, he's a bit shorter, isn't he? He's like 5'8", but he looks stocky.
5'8's not that short.
Actually, that's my height.
So yeah, he's a quite a big guy, to be fair. But yeah, he's 147, bro.
But
and he
looks beefy, innit? If you know what I mean, innit?
He's got big legs for the weight, but I mean,
wasn't really checking out his legs, but
yeah, he's got some nice big legs for the weight. But I mean, it's one of those things where you still got to get down to 147, and in the divisions above, like middleweight, for instance, where Chris Eubank is, you've got guys coming down to middleweight.
So what's the weight? So is he going up?
So yeah, obviously Eubank Jr. fights at 160. They're trying to hold back the weight until tomorrow on the press conference in London. However, my sources tell me, who's got sources now, that the fight's at 157, and there is a rehydration clause. We don't know the details of the rehydration clause yet. I'll get to that in a second. Yeah. It's worth noting as well. Nelly's having a wee in the background. It's worth noting as well. Yeah. It's worth noting as well that If Eubank Jr. comes in at 158.5 or above, fights off.
Like that.
Fights off.
Man.
And there's a £100,000 fine per pound that Eubank Jr. is above 157. Or Conor Benn, of course.
Wow.
So Conor Benn's trainer, who's my source, said that they're going to bring Conor in about 154, 155.
Wait, how'd you get this?
Watch an interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
100K a pound.
100k a pound, bro.
Mazza.
So for
Who gets 100K?
Conor Benn probably, yeah.
That's not bad.
So yeah, that's the details of the weight. We don't know any details of the rehydration clause. Obviously, with a lot of people, shout out Williams Nutrition, a lot of people who do participate in combat sports, they cut a lot of water weight towards the end of their camps in order to make their contracted weight. Then after that, they rehydrate to their natural normal weight, right? So a big stipulation within this contract for this fight is the rehydration details. How much can Eubank Jr. consume in terms of hydration between weigh-in day, the day before, and fight night? Because that will determine how big he'll actually be in the ring on fight night. They both won't weigh 157.
What's the heights? I know
Eubank Jr. is about 5'10", 5'11".
5'11", so he's got to reach anyway. Ben's what, 5'8".
Yeah, it's worth noting as well,
and it's harder to move up, innit?
Eubank Jr.'s got more knockouts than Conor Benn has fights.
That's crazy, innit?
Eubank Jr. has 23 knockouts.
Ben's got age on him, though. Ben's 25.
Ben is 25. Eubank Jr. is
32.
He's not been in any wars, though. He's never been dropped. He's never been anywhere near rocked or hurt.
But he's lost a few.
He's lost 2.
3, I believe. Oh, it could be 2.
He's lost 2. He's lost 2.
2?
Chris. BJS, what's his name?
Oh,
Billy Joe Saunders.
Billy, come on.
And George Groves.
Is it? Okay. And Billy's gone missing for a year, but
let's not talk about Billy right now. But yeah, so obviously Eubank's got the edge in experience. He's probably got, he has definitely got the sort of world-class edge as well in terms of who he's fought in his opposition. Granted, he has lost to George Groves and Billy Joe Saunders, but really, who has Conor Benn fought on that caliber? No one
really, innit?
A really interesting random fact is that Conor Benn has stopped his last however many opponents, right? The last 2 opponents have been called Chris Algieri and Chris. I can't remember the other guy's name. But
3 Chris's in a row now.
So this is his 3rd Chris. Could it be his 3rd knockout of a Chris? What do you think, Rasha? What's your prediction? Let's get to the meaty bit.
I said it from the get go. I like both fighters, but for some reason I like Ben a bit more, and I want him to win. I just love how he fights. He's just mean with it, innit? Compared to Eubank, you can't tell me Eubank's mean. He's not. He's just quick, and for me, it's Ben, man. It's Ben. I think he's too mean with it. And to be honest, have you got them on Snapchat? Yeah, you haven't got Snapchat. If you go on their Snapchat, Insta, all you just see is yes. Them man just banging bags for no reason, bro. Both of them.
Yeah,
both of them.
So
everyone looks good on the back there.
You don't think Chris Eubank's mean?
No, I don't think he's mean.
You've not seen his uppercuts?
I've seen it, but I don't think he's mean. The way I see Ben fight, how I think is, if I was fighting, I want to fight like Ben.
I hear ya.
Mean with it.
I hear ya.
I don't think Eubank's mean with it.
I hear ya. I hear you a little bit.
Obviously, Kavan's over here. He's a Eubank fan, innit?
Yeah.
I'm a fan as well.
Eubank.
I'm a fan. I like his boxing, and I like him as a person, and I like his car. You get me? And his yards.
Ben's got a few nice cars as well, you know.
He's got a C63, I think.
And he's got a Rolls Royce.
Got Rolls Royce now.
Yeah, he got a Rolls Royce every
Hey,
day,
banging, knocking out people, getting money. Hey.
But all right. I disagree. First of all, I think Eubank is mean.
Basically, every fight that's on, Kavan's going on the other side.
No, you told me as well. You told me.
Nah, who?
You like Conor Benn. You didn't tell me how he's gonna win. I don't care who you like, bro.
Nah, I think he's gonna go in. He has more to lose, innit? Because he's giving it all the big talk.
No, he doesn't have more to lose.
Yeah, I think he does.
You think Conor Benn, the guy who's coming up to another guy's weight and is younger, as you've acknowledged, has more to lose than the older guy who would lose to a guy smaller than him?
Okay, yes and no. Okay, I'll give you that. But in general, as a person, I know how he is. He's a bit crazy. I don't know him personally.
I don't buy it, man.
I feel like if he loses, that's gonna affect him. Mad.
Bro, he's gonna lose, bro. Have you seen his division?
He's not gonna lose.
Have you seen his division?
He's not gonna lose.
Why do you think he's fighting Chris Eubank Jr.?
Big paycheck.
Yeah, a big paycheck.
And he's gonna knock him out.
A big paycheck, and
he's trying to fight. He's gonna try and get payback.
Yeah.
Your dad bagged my dad.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, actually.
Literally.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna get into. I was gonna get into a weird little detail, but I won't. But yeah, I predict Chris Eubank Jr. Winning Stoppage.
Stoppage. What round?
Late. Between 8 and 12.
Narrow it down. Go on, just give that final.
Eubank Jr. round 10 stoppage.
Round 10.
Yep. That's my prediction.
I want Ben to knock him out round 7.
Eubank Jr. has never been dropped.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he can't be dropped.
Can be dropped. Can be
Yeah,
touched. And that's also his trainer, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, Roy Jones Jr.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who?
Eubank's trainer.
It's Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
Sick guy.
That doesn't mean though.
Imagine if he comes up with a track.
That doesn't mean he's a good trainer though.
No, he's a good fighter.
Yeah, I actually think most good trainers aren't necessarily the greatest fighters.
That's true. That's like every trainer out there.
Yeah.
Pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you've got Tony Sims is Conor Benn's trainer. And to be fair, I think Conor Benn's probably one of the most improved fighters in British boxing in the last 5 years. So he's done really, really great things with him. He's obviously been trained well. He's obviously a unit. He always says he's crushing it in the gym, which I understand. It seems like he is. But I think it's worth noting as well that size matters.
It does matter.
So when you're factoring in an extra £13 or
what's that in kg?
Just under a stone, so
is that 3-4?
Well, 2.2 pounds in a kg. They're going up about 10 pounds. It's about 4 kg.
He has to go up.
Yeah, which doesn't sound like a lot.
It doesn't sound a lot.
Doesn't sound like a lot. But when you're used to moving optimally at a certain weight and then you increase that weight by £10,
but you have to think about it. Yeah, I know he's going up by 4 kg. She's just trying to be in the camera.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about it. They must have known about this like 3 months ago before we did, innit?
Yeah,
so
bro. Conor Benn's been putting weight on for time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they knew. So he should be ready for it.
But I think one thing's worth saying as well. We're really excited for this fight. Look, it's a fight that's been history in the making. Mm-hmm. The sons of Chris Eubank and Nigel Benn. Bro, before we were born, those fights were etched in history.
It's mad, isn't it?
And for as long as I can remember, those two names have been associated together. As long as I've been a boxing fan, and I'd probably say Mayweather Hatton was the thing that got me in.
What was their fight called? Was it called Judgment Day or something like that?
Don't know.
I think it was called Judgment Day.
But all I know is, who's really, really laughing?
Who?
Barry Hahn.
He's making money.
Man promoted the dads, and now his son's promoting the sons.
It's lit.
It's a
Imagine they had kids to fight. They literally just said, you know what? I'm going to have kids and my son's going to beat your son.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mm.
Imagine.
Chris Eubank Sr. is currently on MasterChef as well. I need to check that out tonight.
Is he on today?
Let's add some spice to that.
He better win it.
Nah, he won't, man. Come on, he can't cook, bro.
How do you know that? He can fight. He can knock man out.
What? He can knock man out. He can knock up an omelette as well.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah. I just don't see how Conor Benn beats Chris Eubank.
You can't see it, but we will see it.
Okay. I like your enthusiasm. I
want him in it. It's just how it is, innit? I really want him to win. I love how he fights and he's mean with it. And if he can land a few, which he will.
Speaking of what?
If he lands a few, which he will, there's going to be issues. There's going to be problems. And think about it. Yeah. Imagine. There's so much pressure on Eubank.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot. So, like, you know what? It does happen.
Jr. loses,
when there's so much pressure, what happens?
If this is... No, pressure makes diamonds, bro. I'm sorry. Nah. And also, when have you ever seen Eubank Jr. crumble under any level of pressure? Like,
nah,
he's very stoic. Like,
yeah, yeah, he is.
He's very.
He's just chill, man. He's nothing like his dad, man.
No, he's very much like his dad.
I don't think so.
They're both stoic, bro.
Yeah, but he's chill with it. He's just quiet.
Let's have some parliamentary procedure.
Yeah, his dad's just doing a mazza. My phone is.
If you're messaging Rachel right now, yeah, please stop. You're interrupting vital business. And by the way, if you're interested, you're tuned in to the SOFA SENSEI'S.
I was going to say shout out whoever it is.
Who is it?
It's your friend, isn't it? Iman.
Shout out Iman. You are tuned into the SOFA
SENSEI'S
podcast on the akhi&saltfish digital network. We talk about fight worlds, those in it, and recent fights. And obviously right now we're talking about Conor Benn versus Eubank Jr. Rachel predicts that Conor Benn is going to stop Chris Eubank in round 7. A man that's never been dropped or stopped before. And I predict...
But that doesn't mean anything.
I predict that a man in Conor Benn that went life and death with Cedric Peynaud. Do you know who that is?
No.
French journeyman. Life and death with Cedric Peynaud in a 6-rounder is going to get stopped in round 10 by Chris Eubank Jr. But listen, I'm happy to be wrong. I'm more than
I'm just happy that the fight's happening.
I'm happy the fight's on, man. Like, I don't usually try and get tickets. We tried to get tickets today. it's fair to say that O2 is a complete scam.
Yep, they told me that I'm on
Complete
O2. They tried to give me an O2 priority. I was in that queue for like 2 hours. Yeah, before it even opened up, I was there. 3 computers, told my colleagues as well. And I got nothing, man. You know, I went to the ringside tickets as well. Went to the ringside tickets, normal tickets, everything. Nothing. I'm telling you now, they have like 10 tickets to sell.
Turns out O2 actually stands for the number of tickets they got for any major event. Really disappointed O2.
Literally.
Didn't get any tickets.
By the way, Ben, Cavan said he'll take a punch for a ticket. Or tickets.
I will spar.
Spar?
Let's go.
You're stupid,
I
man.
will spar.
Because he's Ben. No. Ben will. He will mash work on you.
I will spar, and Rochelle will be my main corner man. I will spar Conor Benn for 2 tickets to see him versus Eubank Jr. We'll travel down to Essex to the Matchroom Gym, and Rochelle will be my corner man, my trainer, and I'll spar Conor Benn.
Just all I'm saying, get some life insurance.
Rochelle, what am I saying is, bro?
Get some life.
Throw the towel in.
I'm saying get some life
As soon
insurance.
as the first round starts, towel.
But the joke is, I know what he's gonna do as well.
What?
You know them man there boxers, they know they can bang you, innit? He's not even gonna joke
play
around with you.
around.
He's not even gonna joke. Nah, he's not gonna joke around with you.
This ain't Floyd
Bang.
Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. This is
Straight back.
this is.
But I'm saying, you know
don't
what? Your life insurance probably won't cover it, fam.
This is Ngannou versus Rosenstrike. If you
Life
know
insurance,
UFC.
life insurance won't even cover you if you get beat up, bro.
Well, what if I stop Conor Benn?
I'll give you. I'll take out a loan, give you 20 recs.
All right.
You're not, and you can't do some like inside thing with Ben, innit?
What?
Like pretend.
Hey, Conor, I'll pay you 5 grand. Yeah, nah, but it's also worth noting, bro. Eubank and Ben, the dads, seniors, they come from a completely different background from their sons. Nigel Benn's an incredibly angry man. Come from the army. Poor upbringing. He was smoking cigarettes since he was 9 years old. He was popping little fellas, otherwise known as ecstasy, as an adult, moving absolutely mad. His upbringing is completely different. Conor Benn said he had lobster in his school, mate.
Like that.
He speaks Spanish because he lived in Spain, bro.
I remember that. I watched that documentary.
Do you know what I'm saying? He lives different. Eubank Jr.
But that doesn't
grew
mean
up in a
anything,
mansion.
man. It doesn't mean anything.
No, but it means something in boxing. These guys don't need to fight. But this fight, if any fight, this fight's going to show what both guys have, because they can't be shit.
No, they can't be shit. You can't.
Their dads are the dads are there, bro. This is fighting for their dad's legacies. If Eubank loses, he must retire. If Conor Benn loses, it's not a big deal, not a huge deal.
Well, you're saying what? If he loses, he has to retire.
Bro, you lost to Conor Benn, who's 2 weight divisions below you, and you lost, bro.
So what you saying?
Depends how he loses, I suppose. If he gets stopped, that's differently embarrassing. Yeah. If he loses on points, well, Eddie Hearn fixed it. Rematch, Wembley. Whoop 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 whoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're here for. So who knows what happens? But yeah,
it's gonna be a good fight, though.
Where does Eubank go if he loses? Billy Joe Saunders?
Again, Billy. I don't think Billy wants to fight anymore.
Is he? No, Billy does. He just wants a lot of money for it.
Oh, is that what he's on now? Yeah.
Eddie Hearn said basically, I can't pay him what he wants. If he wants to go, he can go.
Like that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
That's the game, innit? That's the sport. So, yeah, you know what?
There was no love in that, innit?
You got your phone, yeah?
Yeah.
Make sure we're still live, please. Just get to talk to ourselves. But yeah, this is what we do it for. It's great to get involved in the conversation. If you want to get involved in the conversation, please do email or DM us at SOFA SENSEI'S on Instagram. We are at akhi&saltfish on Twitter. And you can email akhi&saltfish@gmail.com for an email, and you can get in touch with us, ask some questions, let us know your thoughts. Really appreciate it. This is a live on YouTube, but also don't forget you may be listening to this on a podcast platform. So if you are, please don't forget to follow us or subscribe, leave a 5-star rating review, and like our videos. It really, really does help us out with the algorithms.
Let me ask you something.
Go on.
How about if it ends up as a draw? What's your thoughts on that?
Rematch.
You think it's? I don't want to say boxing.
If it ends up as a draw, it's embarrassing for Eubank. Eubank should win this. He's 2 weight divisions above. This should be like Kell Brook versus Golovkin. Now I understand any actual boxing fans watching this are going to be disgusted with me because
that fight was
Eubank isn't Golovkin. He doesn't hit anywhere near as hard as Golovkin does. He might have a similar chin, but he doesn't hit anywhere near as hard as Golovkin does. So the difference in levels between Conor Benn and Eubank Jr. probably is smaller than the difference in levels between Kell Brook and Triple G. I mean levels in terms of punch power.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
I think Conor Benn probably hits hard for a 147. And
defo.
I think Eubank probably doesn't hit as hard as the top hitting 160 is. So I understand the closeness in terms of their
Who do
abilities
you
in
think
that
is
sense.
harder, Eubank or Conor?
Eubank.
100%.
He's a bigger man, yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't mean anything, bro. These men are trained to punch.
Yep, they're both trained to punch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True. Okay. Cool. I'll give you that. But I'm just saying the way
Been
Conor.
a long day at work, mate.
It has been a long day at work. I'm not gonna lie to you, innit? I'm still in work, bro, right now.
Yeah, I hear ya.
But I mean,
Well, you got a podcast at 6, but a board meeting at 7.
Yeah. Hopefully, let's see, innit?
I hate it. Listen, I'm excited, bro. That's the main
I'm,
thing.
you know, I'm just excited the fight's actually happening. You know, they could have just allowed us.
Yeah, bro. I thought there was.
They
gonna
don't
be.
actually need to do this, in theory.
Yeah, but this is probably their biggest payday. You know,
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. I hope so.
this is undoubtedly their biggest payday.
How much do you think they're gonna get?
I hope more than 3 and a bit.
More than 3. I was hoping
It's-
like at least 5, man.
Nah, bro. It's worth noting. This is on DAZN pay-per-view.
You know what? You know when their dads fought? Guess how many people watched them?
17 million.
Was it 17 million? Oh, okay. I'm sure I read it different then.
Mike.
I'm sure I read it different. Hold on. No. I'm gonna bring it up, but carry on.
Yeah, 17 million watched the rematch on ITV. But worth bearing in mind as well, you know, both fights were available for free on terrestrial television.
Was it on ITV back then?
Yeah, terrestrial television. Both fights were available for free. And, you know, this fight will be available on DAZN pay-per-view. We don't yet know how much the pay-per-view will cost. But it's worth noting that DAZN was created to abolish pay-per-view. Yet here we are watching these kind of fights on pay-per-view on DAZN. It's incredibly disappointing as a fan. I don't know if anyone...
It doesn't make sense, man. The sub thing doesn't work. Huh?
Are we live?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone has you know, tried DAZN. I've tried it for a brief while. It was interesting while it was £2 a month, but now it's £8 a month. For me, the value just isn't there. When you factor in as well that there's pay-per-views, and I've got to pay on top of that, for me, there is absolutely no bright value. Worth noting, we are live right now on the SOFA SENSEI'S podcast on the akhi&saltfish digital network. And if you want to get in touch with us, you can check us out on Instagram at SOFA SENSEI'S or Twitter at akhi&saltfish. My name's Kavan, this is Rochelle, and we are predicting and reacting to Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. We've had someone walk in right now. How's it going, Mum?
Hello.
How does it look from your perspective? Look good?
Looks really good.
Good.
It looks jokes though. Look, he looks comfy, and I'm out here just with my work clothes.
Palm tree in the background, she says.
Could
Could be
be anywhere.
anywhere. And we're in sunny East Midlands.
Cool.
You got a banana going off there on the table.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, back to business. So, talking of business, about 3 million each would be my guess.
Oh, that's not a lot, man. I expected more, man. No. It's a lot of money. I'm not rich or nothing like that.
Comment below if you think 3 million is enough for
No, I just thought it would have been at least 5 mil plus. Because I think there's going to be a lot of hype, man. Because look,
Bro, they deserve it. That's
listen,
for sure.
the younger generations are going to watch it. And now the old school generation is
Alright.
going to watch it.
Hear me out then.
What?
Maybe they're getting 3 million flat plus a bit on the back end.
On the pay-per-view cut.
Yeah. But
Hopefully.
but the thing is, I don't think DAZN pay-per-view is going to sell like that.
Yeah, it just doesn't work, the zone, man.
Have you got DAZN?
No, I don't.
Have you ever got DAZN?
No.
You ever considered it?
No. Because it doesn't... I think... I'd rather pay for a fight, innit?
Yeah.
Like 20 quid, whatever. Whatever, how much it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
When we... but
I'd
I'd
rather
rather
not.
do that than do subs that I don't watch fights on.
Yeah.
Like, you're watching fights that you don't want to watch.
You've heard it here first.
And I bet Eddie Hearn doesn't watch it.
This Sofa Sensei does not want to watch any fights.
No. You... How many fights that you've got the zone? How many fights have you watched this month?
I've not got DAZN.
Oh, you haven't got it anymore?
No.
Oh, you got rid of it?
I cancelled that. When Dylan White, he was meant to fight Otto a while in it.
Mm.
And that month I thought, I'll get DAZN.
I bet Eddie doesn't even watch
They
it.
pulled out the fights. So I just said, fuck off.
Yeah, I bet Eddie doesn't even watch it, bro.
Nah, he does, man. He does.
You telling me he sits there, watches all these little sub Netflix
Bro,
fights?
he's got to go in an interview next week. Oh. By the way, guys, worth noting that in setting this up, I dropped some glass on my patio, and I've got bits of glass on my ankle. So, yeah, wish me well, please. No, I'm sure Eddie does, man. This is his business at the end of the day, isn't it? You got to forget he's actually not a Sofa Sensei. Like,
yeah, but if
he
you
loves
do the
boxing,
maths,
bro.
if you do the maths, on a business thing, like the whole subscription thing doesn't work.
I hear.
I think they just tried to jump on the Netflix.
Why do you not
thing.
think it doesn't work?
There's not enough fights and there's not enough fights that people want to watch.
I think you're touching on a really good point there. The problem with the DAZN schedule so far is that it hasn't been strong enough.
Netflix only works because there's so much of it.
Can you name me a big fight on DAZN that's caught your attention?
No. I actually can't think
So
of.
it's just been Eubank versus Benn then?
I don't know what platform the other fights that I watched recently were on, to be
Well,
honest.
Fury White was on BT.
Yeah, exactly.
AJ Usyk was on Sky. The rematch is going to be on
That's
Sky.
what I mean. These big hitters. Why are they not on the zone?
UFC is on BT.
What's the AJ fight on?
Sky.
Sky, exactly.
Also worth noting, DAZN idiots signed AJ to a lifetime deal whilst ignoring his upcoming fight, then didn't get the rights to his upcoming fight, and now after announcing that they've got a lifetime partnership with AJ, his next fight is on Sky Sports box office.
Yeah, but they must have got a pay cut or something.
Let's talk about AJ then. We've already mentioned Conor Benn and Eubank Jr. Let's talk about AJ. His fight is in 10 days, bro. How you feeling about that?
10 days, you know, it's come up so quick.
How you feeling?
I feel alright. But I mean, the fight itself,
Obviously,
it's make or break now, innit?
you've been in there twice with AJ. Like, you know, what do you think?
You got jokes, innit? You got jokes. Now, honestly, I would want him to win, but I don't think he could do it.
Okay, why not?
I think he's just going to be outboxed, man. Yet again.
Shout out the fly that wanted to be on the SOFA SENSEI'S podcast.
Yeah, I think he's just going to be outboxed again, man. But I really do want him to win, but I don't think he'll do it.
Why do you want him to win?
Why? UK. He puts us on the map. The atmosphere is lit when a UK person's fighting, man. This fly is moving nuts.
This fly's trying to be famous, bro.
You know?
No, I hear you still. I hear you.
Do your honest opinion, man.
I agree. I don't think AJ's going to win. I'd like him to win.
Exactly.
Because I want to see Fury versus AJ. And I want it to be for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Fury's moving so mad right now, bro.
Yeah, this guy just bored,
man was retired a week ago. Now he's saying, Chisora, sign the contract, you big dosser. Like, bro, what are you doing, man? Like, and now
leave Chisora alone, innit?
Please,
Please leave him
let's
alone.
start a hashtag leave Chisora alone.
Yeah.
He doesn't need any more brain trauma, please. Chisora, if you're watching, we love you. We're big fans of you, and we just wish you well.
Let's call it a day, man. You've made enough money, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's call it a day.
Yeah, and
Don't
right
try and
now,
fight Wilder, man.
all I'm thinking of is the way I glassed myself when I dropped this piece of glass on the patio and fucked up my foot. But yeah. What am I saying?
AJ to win to fight Fury.
By the end of the year.
Do you think that's gonna happen though? In theory, in boxing stats, it has to happen.
Has to happen.
But I don't know if it will happen.
It will happen. If AJ wins, that's the next fight. No doubt.
You think?
No doubt.
You think Fury's gonna actually sign the papers?
Yeah. Sign the contract, big boy.
You know what? That's probably the biggest fight ever that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, innit?
I mean, other than
What?
Ali, Boomba, them fights are
Yeah, they were
17
different.
million on ITV. Do you know what I mean? 30 million watching Ali versus whoever. Different levels.
Different crazy times, innit?
But in the time that we're in right now, in this era, biggest fight.
It is,
And possibly biggest fight in British
wait,
boxing
what's
history.
the biggest fight since now?
What?
What was the biggest fight? So we're talking about like the potential biggest fight. What's the biggest fight now then?
The biggest fight ever in boxing?
Yeah.
In terms of revenue, Mayweather Pacquiao.
Yes.
Number 2,
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Mayweather McGregor.
Mayweather,
Five out of the top 10, Mayweather versus someone else.
I forgot about Mayweather. How did I forget about Mayweather, man?
Money, mate, all day.
That's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
That fight was good.
See, my thing is, I make smart investments. That's what Floyd always says, bro.
Yeah, he's always got buildings.
He
that
needs
he's
to
bought.
invest in a bigger vocabulary. But anyway, we
And
move on.
get rid of them shit watches. Man spent 20 mil or something on a watch, man.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I hear that still.
I know you got stupid money, but come on.
Yeah. So you got AJ coming up with the Usyk fight. Are we watching that?
Yeah, of course we're watching it.
Yeah, let's make sure we get that on then. Might go live. SOFA Sensei'S watching AJ versus Usyk. Unfortunately, I do.
How much is it?
$26.95.
See, look, I don't mind paying them prizes, innit? But
All right, pay-per-view on you.
shit.
You heard it here first.
Food on you then.
All right, sweet. The way I see it is AJ, his career's on the line.
Fully.
Mr. I'm very feel.
I'm feel.
Is he can come back.
Yeah, he's chilling, man. He's won it. He's won
a
already.
great, and let's not forget as well. He's been going through a war. Like if he loses, bro, he's got bigger things to worry about.
Yeah, man. He was in the war, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them pictures.
Imagine being a guy that you're breaking a house here or wherever, you're breaking somewhere, you're in war.
And you
and
see
it's
my
Usyk.
brother just standing there,
It's long.
start and stop and that.
It's long.
You on the right, you on the left, big man.
Before you even answer the question,
I punch bullets.
you've got both. man's all slipping and.
But what are you
cutting
doing?
angles.
Okay, so imagine AJ loses again.
Yes.
Yeah, what are going then?
If AJ loses again,
What happens
White
next, man?
2.
That would be a good fight. I would love to watch that again.
White 2.
Because I think White's improved a lot.
Claps. Yeah.
Improved a lot. I don't know what he did in the Fury fight.
And then his chin is gone though.
I don't know what he done in the
His
Fury
chin is
fight.
gone.
The Fury fight was mad.
Mark my words. Dylan White's chin is gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
You think he's going to get uppercutted again?
Yes. In about round 4.
Round 4?
Because AJ, you lost 2 fights in a row, bro. You know what I'm saying like then? You lost 3 fights in a row. Who said that?
Nah, that's thing, man. Like, Haymaker.
The press conference.
Yeah.
You lost 3 fights in a row. So AJ's lost 2 fights in a row. Bro, you better come out here and steamroll Dylan White.
Yeah, but he has to, innit? In theory.
Yeah, he has to, bro.
But White is not the same. Actually, you can say it both ways. White and AJ are not the same fighters that fought ages ago, innit?
Depends how AJ loses. If AJ loses by knockout, it could be the end of him.
You think? Because I think, do you know when he lost to
Andy Ruiz.
I think that hit him, you know. That hurt him hard.
Yeah, I think he's gun shy. I think
He hasn't been the same AJ.
No.
Since then.
Well, actually, it's funny you say that.
What?
I actually don't think he's been the same since the Klitschko fight.
Serious?
He got dropped in that fight,
He did get dropped.
and I think he realised.
And that was
Oh,
a Klitschko that wasn't really there.
Yeah.
That was a Klitschko that wasn't really there.
Nah, he was there. He was there.
Nah, man, he was like 52.
He was 41. He was more there than he's been in his last couple performances in terms of that Fury performance. He definitely wasn't there.
Well, that was Klitschko's last fight.
Yeah.
You just already know that he weren't really there.
He was there, man.
He wasn't.
Have
man.
you watched the fight?
I know he was
He
there
was there.
physically.
No, he was there, bro. He was light on his feet. He dropped AJ. He was close to stopping
Yeah,
AJ.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and that's really
He
bad
was
on
there.
AJ.
He
though.
was there,
That
bro.
was really bad on AJ.
Klitschko's a great. Though,
How
isn't
old
he?
was AJ then?
Don't know.
Young.
It happened in 2019, 3 years ago.
No, it didn't happen 2019. Was it 2019?
Sorry, no, 2016.
A while ago now, innit? It was during uni, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it was second year uni, so 2016.
Second year, I remember watching it at uni.
Yeah, same. 29th of April.
All right, bloody hell. What's that? What is that?
It was my
was that
birthday.
your nephew's birthday?
My birthday weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
When's your birthday again?
27th of April.
You're about to get deets.
Alright, if you do, get me a credit card, then, innit, in my name.
Innit?
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to what is going to be an amazing,
It could
next
be amazing
quarter
year,
of
in
boxing.
boxing, you know.
Bro, we've got Triple G versus Canelo, September 17th.
Again.
Third fight.
Do you think they're just going to chill after that? What was it? Draw,
No, I think
win?
I think Triple G loses. I think he
Most
gets.
likely.
I think he gets
most
stopped.
likely. You think he gets stopped?
He looked very vulnerable in his last fight. I thought he was getting cut up, man. He looked very vulnerable in his last fight, and I think Canelo will be able to capitalise on those vulnerabilities. Again, Canelo's
back
going to
from a
have a
loss, innit?
fire on his head because
He lost it.
yeah, he lost his
He
last
lost
fight.
really bad as well.
Yeah, he looked.
Hold tight. What's his name? Bivol.
Bivol, Dimitri
Bivol.
Bivol. It's worth noting as well, August 20th, the day that we see AJ versus Usyk, we also get to see Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman for the UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. A Brit is going for the championship. How do you think it goes, Rachel?
Sorry, nearly scared me then. I thought she was going to come on attack. Who's fighting?
Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman.
Kamara's going to win that then, isn't it?
You see the disrespect for SOFA Sensei'S?
Kamara's going to win.
No chance.
What
Leon
is?
Edwards and the new.
Nope. The old. I'm
I'm
just going to say how it is, isn't it?
I think you're probably right. You're
Yeah.
probably right.
Wait a
but
minute. Yeah, carry on, sorry.
I'd like to see Leon Edwards win. He's Jamaican. If you didn't know, Jamaica celebrated its 60th independence anniversary on Saturday. So shout out Leon Edwards. Good luck to you, and hopefully you can bring it home for the Brits.
I was going to say something. Didn't Thingy's brother fight the other day?
Who?
Kamaru.
Yeah,
older
Muhammad
brother.
Usman. He won the Ultimate Fighter 30.
Oh, my fight. Is that what we used to watch back in the day?
I never watched it.
The Bisping thing.
Yeah, I watched it.
What's it called now?
The Ultimate Fighter.
Is it still called that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bisping won in 2003. Muhammad Usman won the heavyweight division the other day, Saturday.
And now he's got a contract with UFC.
12 and 12.
What's that?
12 grand if you win. No, 12 grand to show up. 12 grand if you
12k.
win.
Sorry. 12k.
About that, yeah.
12k.
12 and 12.
That's dead. Bro, I'm sure.
And Michelle's
Yeah,
like, 3 million is not a lot.
no. UFC. Yeah, Dana just does a mazza. Bro, even in the game, you got. Why the flies around me, fam? What are they trying to say, fam? Moving mad, bro. This shit's on live as well. But I mean,
Charlemagne, we live?
no, I was gonna
That's
say,
about right,
nah,
yeah.
these flies. Bro, I'm telling you now, it's these spider webs, innit?
Rochelle uses shit gel, bro.
Hey, now I gotta move, you know. I gotta move. You just put me off, you know. Nah, man. Nelly just shitting up the place. You know? That's what it is. Now, what was I gonna say, man? I lost my trail of thought.
Something about shit in your hair.
Oh no, I swear
Here we
no.
go. Here we go. Nah, you saying Dana 12
No, listen to this here. So Dana's paying him 12k to show up, and then 12k to fight or whatever, win or whatever. Innit? What to win? He gets 12k to win. It's just proper bad, bro. These men are on apprentices' wages, you know. It's really bad, you know. Do you know what I'm laughing? Yeah, because do you know when you play UFC the game on PlayStation, and when you're starting your career, so imagine you're earning more than 12k, man.
Bruh.
Even the game's lying. 12k. He signed that contract, but obviously I don't know what he was making.
He might be
before.
on a better contract. He did win tough, but the standard UFC contract is 12 and 12.
For how long?
Well, until you renegotiate your contract.
He signed him to like a six fight thing, man.
Bro, Nate Diaz is in his last fight of the contract, and they put him in against Kamza, innit? Chimaev.
No, do you know why? They just wanted to use his contract one time.
They don't want to fuck him up. Right, the last thing is worth noting as well. On that same day, we've got Michael Venom Page, MVP, versus Mike Perry.
Is it? Oh, well, I don't know who.
Bare knuckle.
Oh, he's moved to the bare knuckle thing now, isn't it?
Yes.
What is that about?
August 20th. It's about money. That's what it's about.
Do you think they pay good?
Yeah, I think they paid him good. Yeah, $1 million.
$1 million?
I'd say so.
That's got fans like that.
No, got backing like that.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
If you bring in, I'm interested in that fight, bro.
Has he
It's in London as well.
Has he fully retired then? From
No. Bellator just let him out for this fight.
they let him.
You see the beauty in a
Dana.
promotion that supports you.
Yeah, innit, Dana. Innit?
It's true.
Right, that's good, you know.
Yeah.
They thought, look, we're not really paying you much here. You might as well get your meal and come back and get that.
Bro,
12K.
MVP lost his last fight in Bellator anyway.
Did he?
Yeah. You got
I still don't know how that's on BBC, innit?
you lost to a nut hugger, by which I mean
A nut hugger.
yeah.
That sounds mad.
It's a phrase in MMA whereby
They
he
just hug
got
you up?
taken down and held down.
Oh, that's dead, man.
So it got no damage, just got taken down and held down.
And just won on points.
Yeah.
That's dead. That's a shit way to win a fight.
Yeah, shit.
But at least he won it, innit? You can't. It's a shit fight, actually.
Yeah, man.
Rah.
So you excited for Conor Benn, Eubank?
You already know, man. That shit's
Me
going down.
too,
innit?
bro,
When is it?
me
October
too.
what?
October the 8th, Black
Yeah.
History Month. Black History being made again. Chris Eubank Sr. versus Nigel Benn, number 1. We're going to review that on the channel. And we're going to review the second fight as well.
Second one, yeah.
A controversial draw result.
Yeah, but
Many
you know
people
why,
think
innit?
Nigel Benn
Chat
won.
to them. Chat to them.
Why?
Because Don King. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that little detail there. Yeah, so Don King promoted or co-promoted the second fight with Eubank versus Benn. And
The mad clauses.
there was a clause in the contract whereby Don King had the winner.
And the loser.
And the loser, yeah, and the loser. Winner and the loser. But the fight ended in a draw, which meant Don King had options on none of them. Which particularly for Eubank, who was a big selling champion in Britain, he didn't have to then engage with Don King, who as of last week, is getting sued for not paying a fighter. He didn't pay Daniel Dubois for his
Yeah, but I don't
World
get how
Heavyweight
he's still
Championship fight.
promoting, innit?
Bro, there's more man in this garden right now than there was at Daniel Dubois' fight promoted by Don King.
Yeah, because nobody wants to listen to Don anymore, man.
No.
He just looks funny now.
The fight for freedom. Man needs to free up Daniel Dubois' paycheck and put it in his bank account. Yeah, Don King moving mad. But luckily, a little bit of comeuppance, a little bit of karma got given to Don King that day when a draw was announced. And Don King said, shit.
He was like, shit, my lawyer didn't put that in.
Exactly.
My lawyer didn't put that in.
Don King actually, fun fact, went to jail for killing someone. So,
Did he?
yeah.
When? What?
I think it was ruled as like a sort of
Manslaughter.
manslaughter. The details escape me, but check out the Power podcast on Don King. Really interesting stuff.
No way.
Talking of other podcasts, we've also got on the akhi&saltfish Digital Network, Before Our Friends Die, and this week we release an episode on Rashad. Can you remember?
Renovations.
House renovations.
House renovations.
With Evie and Jerome. They've renovated 2 properties so far, and it's a fantastic episode. I think you'd
Shout
really
out to them.
enjoy if you're interested in developing your finances, but also developing your home in a way that suits you and your character. We touch on things like how to negotiate a cheap kitchen, but a kitchen of your dreams all the same, and also how to navigate those challenges that you're going to encounter as you build a house with a partner.
That was a good episode, man. It's been so long
great
when we
episode.
recorded that.
Bro, we recorded it early March.
Was it March?
And we're now releasing in August. Worth noting as well, we've got a brand new episode of Before Our Friends Die released this Friday, so tomorrow, which also features Jerome and Evie, and we get to know them by asking them the questions that if you listen to the podcast, you know exactly what they are, and hopefully you learn something new from those two guests.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it's fair to say, that's been the Sofa Senseis.
Yeah, that's.
I've been Kavan.
I've been Rash. You know what? We might as well give our last predictions again.
So, I think Chris Eubank Jr. wins the fight against Conor Benn via a 10th round stoppage.
Ben, 7th round, stoppage, KO, everything.
Let us know how you found this. It's only right we end this by including
Do you want to piss me off, you know?
what pissed you off,
Imagine
mate?
if these weren't even working.
Bro. We don't even know.
You know what? Why don't I click on the video and put my phone on?
Check it out while we're here.
Yeah. Too late now, man. I dropped it.
It's been fantastic. Take care. Love.
Love.